Tenants already operating at the Port Gate development are singing its praises. In industries in which the phrase "time means money" applies more than most, the unbeatable location of the precinct and the reliability of its on-site logistics and proximity to the terminal has delivered a string of satisfied customers. Here is what existing Port Gate tenants have said about the facilities. Freight logistics company Australian Container Freight Services were well established with facilities in Melbourne and Sydney before moving into Warehouse 1 at Port Gate. They have found that the site outshines their southern facilities in more ways than one. The core functions of their business are freight handling and storage, so the proximity of the site to the port is invaluable.
The reasoning behind ACFS commencing operations in Brisbane at the Port Gate facility was due to its location, which is adjacent to the Port of Brisbane terminals, the new modern warehouse facilities that have been purpose-built for our business requirements, and the cost efficiencies of being on the port, which allows us to offer our customers solutions that satisfy cost, service and quality. The Port Gate Precinct is also on the Super B path, allowing ACFS to carry 2 40-foot or 4 20-foot containers on any one vehicle, therefore reducing the cost of transportation to and from the terminals and empty container parks.
Carter Holt Harvey Wood Products, one of Australia's largest wood importation, distribution and sales businesses, saw Port Gate as an opportunity they simply couldn't pass up. With a significant proportion of the company's business being in Queensland and New South Wales, it made perfect sense for them to be at the point of entry of their imported products, being the Port of Brisbane.
The location of our new facility at the Port Gate Precinct has been ideal. Its proximity to the shipping services at the Port of Brisbane has been integral in establishing cost-effective import and export operations for our business. Centre of gravity modelling identified that having a distribution footprint at the Port of Brisbane would give us the ideal base to service both our domestic and export customers. This site has allowed us to consolidate our operations that were spread around the southeast corner of Queensland, which in turn has also resulted in faster shipping and consolidation of all product lines to our customer base.
Steelforce moved into the precinct in July 2009 on the recommendation of a company independently engaged to locate a site for a new custom-built office and warehouse to best suit their business needs.
Steelforce imports large quantities of steel pipe and tube from our manufacturing plant in Dalian, China. Therefore, being close to the shipping terminal at Fisherman's Island was the logical choice. The results of the search were that the Port Gate Precinct would be, logistically, the best place for us to relocate our business. Being close to the shipping terminal has realised substantial savings in road transport for moving containers from the wharf to our holding shed. The port is also close to the Gateway motorway, conveniently connecting the north and south of Brisbane.
The convenience of having Port Gate logistics on hand to take care of freight handling has allowed these companies to concentrate on other sides of their business.
The Port Gate operation is also a 24-hour facility with its own FCL forklift operations, assisting the quick turnaround of FCL vehicles when loading and unloading. This has allowed ACFS to concentrate on its core operations of transport warehousing, with a reduced investment in FCL handling operations.
The state-of-the-art eco-friendly warehouses and modern offices with ample parking and 24-hour security have also made strong impressions. Flexibility in the design phase enabled each business to tailor the buildings to their exact requirements.
The Tzaneros Group allowed us the freedom to build the shed and offices to our specifications. Having this flexibility with building has allowed us to streamline our operation and achieve substantial efficiencies across the business. Steve Tzaneros and his team have been extremely helpful and supportive throughout the entire building process, making our move as easy as possible. The overall quality and finish of the building and offices is to a very high standard, and we had the ability to personalise finishes to our taste. The Tzaneros team has been efficient, friendly and very helpful. making the overall process a pleasant one.
Now you've heard it straight from the mouths of your new neighbours. Contact us now to give your business the edge, right on the edge of the Port of Brisbane, Australia's leading port.